Hello my gothic warriors, welcome back to my channel where together we experience some good music. And I don't know why I'm so out of breath. I loved Keith. I thought he came across as the most humble, down-to-earth, nice bloke that you could ever meet in this industry. And I was beyond heartbroken. Because the Prodigy are from when I really started to get into music, you know, the 90s. That's when I started to take a real interest. And can I just nip in here and say you can feel the pulse just watching Keith? There was such an electric presence with Keith. It was almost like his veins were carrying AC currents, you know. He was so alive in everything he did, and that translated onto the screen. I just think, you know, because Keith was so animated on stage, you know, this jumping bag of beans, you know, and he had so much energy and he wanted you to be a part of that. That translated to the audience. If you ever saw the Prodigy, you know, in their heyday, you know, live, you know, you just can tap into the audience's, the fans' energy as well. It just made that gig so alive, and that's it. I love his diction. I'm the fire starter. Ta, ta. Yeah, a really hard, quite abrupt, really, end to TER. There is so much attitude and personality with Keith's diction. You know, he really brings those lyrics to life. Those lyrics are as dynamically energized as the man speaking them, I think. And that's what makes watching him such a joy.
Addicted, danger illustrated. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
So you may recognise the guitar riff from the Breeders and their hit SOS. The drums were sampled from 10 Cities Devotion, and the vocals were sampled from The Art of Noise, Close to the Edit. Okay, And I find it amazing. You put all these elements together. It just kind of blows my mind for a second.
You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Going back actually to the way he comes off Firestarter, and you know, I said it's quite quite abrupt, and but it's also sharp. It also have that, you know, and that's what makes the voice so wonderful as an instrument. You know, there are a number of ways to communicate.
You hated, filth infatuated. Yeah.
Love that delay. I've always actually loved the delay on this song.
On the plate you tasted, fell intoxicated.
Yes, the more I'm getting into this, the more he's coming off those end lyrics. That is a theme.
I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter.
Swear to God, swear to that gothic god, I've just got a shiver up my back, my spine. It's that section. I mean, shooting this music video in black and white, I think, made such a statement at the time, and it fitted the narrative perfectly. Perfectly.
I'm the one infected, twisted animator.
When I heard this for the first time, 1996, so I would have been 15 at the time, and it had such an effect on me because with all those production effects and the delays and the echoes, I was certainly transformed. It really kind of stayed with me, more so than the other music, all the other acts and bands and solo artists of that year, I think, because it was so different. I'd never heard anything like this. And I think that from that day to this, that's why I'm such a Prodigy fan. I just loved the way that swept in. And it's not a mixed metaphor, because, you know, obviously we saw that the tunnel, the camera panning into the tunnel. But even before seeing the music video, I always really loved that part. Brilliant. Absolutely. So wherever you are, Keith, I hope you're at rest now. Because here's the thing, you know, although I tapped into, and it was exciting at the time, discovering all this new music of the 90s, I thought most of it was it's all right. It was really difficult for me to identify with a band of the 90s. You know, I suppose that's why I went back and, you know, was so glad when I discovered Queen and Meatloaf, and, you know, I had to search. You know, so there were very few artists that I thought, yeah, I connect to you. And if you'd like to support me and my work here on the tubes, give that a bit of a bashing by subscribing to me, and I will see you next time. I've been Nat, you've been watching Tenor Reacts, and I'll see you on the next one.